You're good, you're fine. Welcome. Yeah, so wherever you want. Everybody good? Y'all super quiet, yeah? Ate some lunch? Ready to go? Okay. Get those brain cells going. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get started in like a minute. I'm gonna give some time for the stragglers to come on in. And the sheets in front of you, go ahead and just ignore them for now. We're gonna use them. I'm gonna let you use them throughout the presentation, but there's crayons nearby and markers as well for you all. So I'll let you know when to start using them during the presentation. Hello. Hi there. We get started at 1:01, so it's 1 o'clock. A couple seconds left. All right, so welcome. Thank you all for joining me. My name is Danilsa Andujar, and I am a SARC graduate intern. I'm currently getting my master's degree in higher education and policy studies, and as one of the requirements, I have to do an internship. So I'm interning with SARC this semester, and it's been an awesome experience. SARC has a lot of great resources to offer to students on campus. So I'm gonna just kind of quickly review what we do, the services we provide, and then we'll go ahead and get started with our Reducing Test-Taking Anxiety workshop, okay? So really briefly, a video of our services, and then I'll go over them with you all. Oh, nope, never mind. Let me try it again. My apologies. Technical difficulties. The video should play. If not, here, I'll do this. Okay, this is the video that's on that slide.
Welcome to UCF Student Academic Resource Center, also known as SARC. SARC provides students with tutorial assistance, supplemental instruction, learning skills consultations, academic success workshops, and online resources. Peer tutoring is offered every semester and provides assistance to students in STEM and business courses and other subjects. All sessions are free, typically in a group setting, and do not require an appointment. The SARC Tutoring Lab is located in room 115 of Howard Phillips Hall. SARC tutors are also available at 2 satellite locations on campus, the Veterans Academic Resource Center and the Lab of the College of Engineering and Computer Science. The Veterans Academic Resource Center is located near the CFE Arena. Tutoring for engineering courses takes place in the College of Engineering and Computer Science Lab, located in room 281 of the Engineering 1 building.
If you need help with your grades or you need help with your classes or learning material, come to SARC. I, for one, was not successful when I first came here to UCF for my studying. I went through my own study practices, but it wasn't enough to actually do well. It wasn't until I did organic chemistry, in which I was doing really bad in class initially. I had got a D on the first test. I started going to tutoring every week, and I got an A on one of my tests, and eventually got an A in the total class.
Supplemental Instruction, or SI, is a series of free weekly sessions for students taking completing the course and earned an A, guide students through the course content. SI leaders attend class lectures and provide interactive study groups to help students develop effective ways to master the course material.
Vestibulocochlear. My experience as an SI leader at SARC has been the best I've ever had at UCF. I've helped so many students out, I've met so many different people, and I've had so much fun doing this job. One of the things SARC offers is what's known as study union, and what that is when you convert the student union into a final exam review paradise, basically. We have exam reviews, free stuff, so it's a great way for students to help relax and study during finals.
I believe SARC is accessible and available. Students will hear things from other students that they won't hear from me. And it's not because I lie to them, it's because I just occupy a different position. And many students will go and ask a peer tutor over at the SARC Center or an SI leader who's somebody who took the course just recently themselves. They'll ask them questions that they don't quite feel comfortable approaching the instructor with. And I guess that's a real advantage.
Students who want more individualized attention can set up an appointment for a learning skills consultation. These are 1-hour-long meetings with a SARC learning specialist to address any concerns about academics. The learning specialist will assist the student in creating personalized plans for success and provide valuable tips for implementing strategies such as setting goals and creating time management schedules. Every semester, SARC publishes a schedule of academic success workshops. These are 1-hour-long interactive sessions that provide students with the opportunity to sharpen study skills such as time management, test preparation, and reducing test-taking anxiety. This is a free service to students who can attend on a drop-in basis with no need to RSVP. Students who are unable to attend regularly scheduled peer tutoring or SI sessions at the Orlando campus can access SARC services through the SARC website and SARC Online. Here, students can find tutorials, learning skills and course-specific resources, as well as online peer-assisted learning, or OPAL. OPAL sessions are free, real-time online study groups led by a SARC peer tutor or SI leader and only require a computer with internet access. Schedules for peer tutoring, supplemental instruction, academic success workshops, and OPAL sessions can be found on the SARC website and Facebook page. Hard copies are available in the SARC main office and tutoring lab.
SARC has impacted me personally by allowing me to network with other people. They've really showed me how to study. I would tell people to go to SARC because it is more like an investment for yourself. And by going to SARC, you're really increasing your comprehension of the material.
Taking that hour out in the day just to go and force yourself to be there and study and be with your friends, I think it's really worth it. And then it does pay off. You actually get results compared to times where I haven't gone to SARC or I haven't gone to an SI session. You kind of really get to make that bond with people and really master the material because that's what we're here for, is to learn.
And we are located in Howard Phillips Hall, room 113. Raise your hand if you've ever either been to SARC or used one of the SARC services at all. Nice and high, don't be ashamed. Okay, so not a lot of you, but those of you that are taking advantage, keep doing it. And those of you who haven't been, or maybe you've just never heard about it, come on down. It's super easy. There's tons of resources, tons of different peer tutoring sessions, SI leader sessions, and it's all great information. And the most important thing is that it's free. It's a free service to you, doesn't cost anything extra, okay? Real quick, if you don't know how to get to our website, literally just Google it. Just type in UCF SARC. It'll take you to our homepage where you can find the calendars, all of the schedules for all of the different sessions, all the services, resources. SARC Online has lots of good stuff too, learning strategies, study tools. So it's plenty of information that you guys can use, and it's there to help you succeed academically. All right? Okay, so here are all the services that were reviewed in the actual video itself. So peer tutoring, supplemental instruction, Those two are very popular over in SARC because those basically are tutoring sessions to help you with all of your classes. We teach a lot of chemistries, sciences, engineering courses. We have plenty of great trained tutors to help you kind of learn the material and get through it. Online academic support, learning skills consultations, the workshops. This is an academic success workshop. We have several of these throughout the semester. And then there's also ACE coaching to help you all succeed. All right, to the good stuff. So what we're going to learn today, the objectives. What is academic anxiety? What are some causes of academic anxiety? And then how to reduce academic anxiety. So I don't know about you all, but I get nervous a lot before any situation. I was nervous before I came here today to present in front of you all. When it comes to exams, definitely. I get super anxious. But in order for me to kind of climb that wall and do better, there are a lot of strategies that I've learned over time to help me succeed, and I'm going to share some of those with you today. What is academic anxiety for you? Okay, so real quick, turn and talk to your neighbor. You probably don't know each other, but introduce yourself real quick. What is the academic anxiety for you? For instance, I get super nervous and anxious. I feel kind of like butterflies in my tummy, and then also I kind of like talk to myself, and I tell myself that, oh, you're going to fail, you're not going to do well, and I always ask myself, what if I fail this exam? What if I don't pass the class? What if I don't graduate? What if I don't get a job? And I just kind of go, it's like an effect, and it kind of really wears me down. So real quick, 1 minute, turn and talk to someone either in front of you, next to you, behind you. What is anxiety for you? What does that look like? Go ahead. And for those of you at home, just go ahead and think about that through your head. And I'm going to ask for some volunteers. You get warm?
Yeah.
Like physically warm?
Yeah, like I feel like
Hot. Yeah. That happens to me before something.
like if I can't process something, like I'm not even gonna study. Because I feel like I don't even get
So if you don't understand it, you're not going to study?
Yeah, because it's just like I feel like I can't teach myself anything if I haven't been able to process.
So then do you just skip whatever that is and then focus on what you do now?
Move forward, and then if like I have to use what I skipped, then I have to go back and do that.
Yeah. How about you?
Basically, like, if I'm studying, when I get to the point where I'm like, this test is tomorrow, if I don't know it already, I'm not going to know it.
You're not going to know it, right? So you just don't try.
Yeah, no, I'm like, I try up until the point where I'm like, yeah, I'm done.
Overwhelmed, yeah. Kind of like you've reached your limit. Cool. All right, so go ahead and come back in 5 seconds. And I'm going to call on some people to share. I heard some really good stuff. Any volunteers? No? I'm just going to pick on people. No. All right. I see you waving your cast. All right, so what did you talk about with your neighbor?
I
Nice.
think the biggest part is like just focus, like thinking too much about the
Right.
future, and like instead of like I always, people always tell me this, and I always hear about it. Just like try to focus on what you're doing right now.
Right.
Not focus too much on the future.
Right, so focus on the present.
Yeah.
You all have that one friend who takes one exam and they have 5 more exams and they already want to withdraw from the class. Like, yeah, there's that friend. My sister is that friend for me. And that's important, just focusing on one thing at a time, because you do have a whole semester, but if you just focus on one exam, one quiz, one chapter at a time, it can make it easier, okay? Anyone else want to share? Any ladies? No? Yes, ma'am. Right. Right, so things accumulate on top of each other, okay? I agree. When you do let that happen, you can become super anxious. Anyone else? Sir, in the back with the Adidas jacket on?
Yes, ma'am. I think academic anxiety is when you start worrying about something.
Yeah.
Like if you worry, you maybe haven't done something right, or you say, I didn't take enough time to study.
Right.
That's what it is.
And I know all of you are thinking, that's me. I don't study. I procrastinate. I do this. I do that. Don't worry. We all do it. And it's all about kind of just breaking those bad habits and building healthy habits to help you succeed. Are we always perfect? No. I'm a graduate student. I still leave things last minute. But I know that if I want to do the best work and if I want to succeed academically, I need to break it down into smaller tasks, plan, be prepared. And we're going to go over that. All right, so this is me when I'm anxious and worried for a test. You all have a sheet in front of you, markers nearby, colored pencils nearby. I'm going to let you go ahead and get started, but you'll do this throughout the presentation. This is kind of like a pre-assessment. I want to see what symptoms of anxiety you may have, or what are some things that you are aware of that you do that make you anxious, okay? So what are your thoughts when you're anxious, okay, and worried? What do you look like physically? I know I look like a hot mess. I'm going to show you my little paper thing. I'm going to come around. And then how do you feel inside? I put little butterflies because I get really nervous. And then what do you want to do? A lot of times when I'm super anxious, I don't even want to go and take the exam. I just know that I think that I'm going to do really poorly, and I don't want to waste my time. So that's how I feel. In my little picture, my hair is a hot mess, kind of everywhere, right? I have really puffy, curly hair. This purple-like thing around me, that's kind of like just stress. I feel like I'm really heavy shoulders. I have really heavy shoulders. And then my clothes are just out of whack. Pink, or what is this, green and pink? Or purple, doesn't really match. I have really serious RBI. Don't talk to me. Don't want to hear it. I want to focus on this exam. So what are some things that you do? And a lot of things that I tell myself a lot of things. I talk to myself, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. But in my head, I tell myself, ugh, I suck. I'm not going to do right. So I know that I do that, so I have to come up with strategies to help me overcome that. So go ahead and get started. You can get some ideas from your neighbors. And in about 2 minutes, we'll move on, and you can just continue to work on these throughout the presentation. All right? Questions, comments, concerns? Nobody? All right, go ahead and get started. If you need colored pencils or markers, let me know. And this is just a little corny activity, but it's really useful. It's going to help you kind of visualize yourself. Is that what you wanted?
Yes.
It's going to help you visualize yourself doing well as opposed to being anxious and super nervous. I have a couple. Yeah, so I don't have the mini markers and crayons, but try to share like we're back in kindergarten. And you can also add words and adjectives if you're not quite the artist. Just make a list of things that you may think, how you may feel. I see a lot of little ugly faces. It's a good start. A lot of side grins. Oh, here's some more. Anyone need marker or crayons at all? Yeah. So again, if you are not the artist and you don't feel comfortable, go ahead and just put words. It's perfectly fine. You can write a poem, whatever you want. The point of it is to get you thinking about how you are, your state of mind when you are anxious. I know some of you may sweat. That's nice. You may want to draw some sweaty palms. You can add anything you want to. If you want to add yourself studying over with some books, whatever you want. And for those of you who are at home streaming in, you can also make a list yourself. You can kind of draw your own person. If you have the actual printout of the person, you can pull that up as well. But just really think about some of the things, some of the characteristics when you are anxious. And I'm restarting my computer. Having some issues. In about a minute, we're going to go ahead and move on. But again, you're going to keep working on it throughout the presentation. My computer is updating. Nice. There we go. All right, just getting the presentation back up. And if you're done, that's fine too. You may be super confident. You may never get anxious. That's cool. I need to hang out with you. All right, so you can keep working on that while we go out through the presentation. All right, so the realities of academic anxiety. You guys can listen and draw at the same time. It's common. Everyone goes through it, especially college students, because you have so many academic demands. There's so much going on. You're working, you're having a social life. It's super common. You have to learn how to balance everything, okay? So it's a skill, so don't worry. It's normal. We all go through it. You may think that you're the only single person on this earth that deals with that, but in fact, you're wrong. Many people do. And then it's not something to be ashamed of. Like I said, it's something that you can learn. It's a bad habit, and you can learn how to break that habit and turn it into something positive. And when you are academically anxious, it can decrease with practice and coping techniques because, of course, it is a skill, and we're going to go over that. So some anxiety is necessary. Stress levels, they vary. It's kind of like a spectrum. It's not like you're either stressed or you're not. It's a spectrum. So you're either on one end of the spectrum, you're in between. We all lie somewhere, okay? So a little bit of anxiety, the calm, okay, this section right here, it's too little anxiety can help. It can keep us from doing things. So those are the procrastinators, the ones that are like, oh, it's cold. I'm not too worried about it. I'm going to just wait until last minute, okay? Not good, because then you end up cramming and you end up doing poorly on the exam or whatever it is that you're working on. We have those who are super anxious. We call that distress, okay? That's this section right here. And that is also bad because it can prevent you from actually doing things. And we have so many tasks to complete when we're super anxious and we feel like we can't get it done, it prevents us from doing anything at all, and that's not good either, okay? So we want to find a happy balance, and that balance is called eustress, okay? So it's important. It's right in the middle, and this is the optimal level of stress. Stress is good. A little bit of stress is great. Too much stress is no good, okay? So we have to learn how to balance that stress. Actual test anxiety, these are some of the symptoms, okay? Increased heart rate. Shake your head if you've felt like that before. Yep, I have too. So cold and or sweaty palms. My hands are freezing because the room is cold, but before I got here, I was a little bit anxious, so my hands were a little sweaty. Rapid breathing. I don't really suffer from this too much. Anyone a rapid breather when they get a little nervous? No? Okay. Panic attacks. They can be severe. You know, some people can panic a little bit, but some also may prevent them 100% from doing anything. Nauseous and headaches, okay? So not good. All of these is your body kind of warning you. And then this is kind of what it can result in. So you won't be able to concentrate, inability to understand what you're reading on the exam. So you may have to read something over and over and over again, but because you're anxious and you can't really concentrate, you don't really understand what the question's asking you. Inability to organize your thoughts in order to answer the questions, another effect. Inability to remember subjects even though you've studied them thoroughly. Anyone ever go completely blank on an exam? Yeah, raise your hand nice and high. I have too, which stinks, just because you're nervous. There's a way to combat all of this. All right, let's read this quote together. I like group coming together. Let's do that real quick. So on the count of 3, I want you all to help me read this quote, and I think it's very important, and it resides in me very much so. Okay, here we go. So one important key to success is self-confidence. An important key to self-confidence is preparation. Anyone know who this guy is? Arthur Ashe? No? What is he? Is he a tennis player? Oh, okay. Is he famous? Oh, cool. I didn't know that. Didn't know who he was. But apparently he's a famous tennis player. So athletes especially, I was a basketball player, or I am actually still a basketball player, but I played in college. And I remember always feeling super nervous. And when I learned that if I go into the gym and shoot and practice and run plays and watch the scouting or watch, scouting films and reports and things like that, when I went into a game, I felt 100% confident, okay? So the key is preparation. If you want to be confident, that's going to combat the anxiety, okay? So we're going to talk about ways to prepare. So most common cause of anxiety, lack of preparation. There's a direct correlation between knowing and understanding. As knowledge and understanding increases, test anxiety will decrease. And that's also in other facets of life, not just test taking. How can you make sure that you're prepared? What are some things that you all do to prepare for exams? Can you guys turn and talk real quick about those little skills and things that you do? And I'm gonna ask a couple of you guys to share with me. What are some ways that you prepare? So for instance, reading the textbook before a class, using the study guide. Those are some things that I do. So go ahead and turn and talk. 30 seconds real quick. Go. These are cool. I like them. Hey there. What are some ways that you prepare academically? Practice questions. Yeah. Yeah. I always try to get information from people who've taken the class before, on what the test is going to be like. That's helpful. A lot of good stuff. These little caricatures are awesome. This is stupid, bro. All right, about 10 more seconds. All righty. All right, so anyone want to share before I start picking on random people? No. Start with the link loot shirt on. Can you? Yep. You guys had some really good discussion, which is why I want you to share with us. So what are some ways that you prepare, that you make sure that you're prepared? That's awesome. So you kind of take the notes, you process them, and then you write them out for yourself so that you have your own understanding. Okay? And how about your neighbor? He had some good stuff to say too.
Yeah, I also go over the basic concepts that cover a chapter. For my exam I have today, some basic stuff I would need to remember are Ohm's law, Kirchhoff's voltage law, and Kirchhoff's Kirchhoff's electrical network. So basically, understanding these core concepts is important to study.
Do you find that useful when you get to the exam?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Great techniques. And those are some of the techniques that we also teach over in SARC. So if you don't know it and it sounds good and you really want to learn, come visit us. Young lady in is it Abercrombie and Fitch or no, just the pink shirt? Yeah.
All my classes are recorded because they're business classes.
Okay.
If I'm unsure of a topic, I just go and watch the lecture.
Okay, do you just watch it one time through or do you watch it multiple times?
Just
Just
one.
once?
I'll go right to where I need, if I remember when the teacher was talking about it, I'll just go that
Got it.
part of the lecture.
So you kind of segment it, you break it up into pieces and you rewatch those. Okay. How about the young lady with the green jacket?
I just use flashcards.
Okay, and what do flashcards do for you?
I usually just do the vocabulary and then key points of whatever, and then I'll just do that for an hour.
Then you read them through, just kind of memorize them.
Memorize it.
I do the same thing. I get up and I walk around in my room and I start singing and yeah. I like to move around when I'm studying, okay? And like to kind of do. How about my UCF shirt guy?
It's an environment thing for me, so I like to study outside, so I'll go
Yeah.
find a nice spot outside and just study.
That's awesome. So fresh air is good for the body. That kind of helps soothe you. And then also just the environment is important as well. Kind of a positive, sunny environment, which will help you for sure, which is a lot better than hanging out in your room in the dark with Netflix on. That's not going to help you study. So definitely good ways to prepare. And some of these are going to be mentioned here. So be organized and prepared for class. Manage your time wisely. So not studying the night before, rather than studying a couple days ahead and a little bit every day. That way it actually sticks. Set up and follow a study schedule. Don't cram. Self-test and learn your weakness so you can focus on them. So flashcards may help. Great technique. Be informed about test setup. See the syllabus and ask the professor. This is important a lot of times because if you don't know what the test is going to look like, you don't know what to expect, then you're not going to know how to study. So it's important to either ask the professor, ask people who've taken the class before, knowing the test structure, whether it's multiple choice, open-ended, that's going to help you study much better. And don't be afraid to ask your professor. A lot of times people are intimidated, especially undergraduate students. They don't want to ask their professor, but that's what they get paid for. Ask them. Go to their office hours. Be annoying so you can get your A. And then overall health is important. So eat well, exercise, get enough sleep. Hobbies are important as well. Relax. You have to unwind sometimes. It's not good. Nothing is good in large amounts. So you have to make sure that you have sort of outlets to help you relax. That way you can go back to studying, okay? Reducing anxiety. So find a mantra. Use them anytime for motivation. Use them in class to calm yourself. Is there a particular quote that strikes a chord with you? Anyone have a little quote that they kind of go by every single day that they want to share? For instance, believe in yourself and all that you are. Know that there is something inside you that is greater than any obstacle. That's cool. Anyone else? I have a little corny one that I made up when I was like in high school. Work hard and you'll succeed. That's really corny. And it's something, it's like cliche, but in my mind, I know that if I work hard, if I bust my butt, get up early, practice really hard, do well, I will succeed. How about you? You raised your hand.
Yeah, so I have like a full poem.
Okay.
It's not mine.
Do you want to get up and recite it for us? No?
I mean, it's pretty well known.
Okay, go ahead.
Invictus by William Henry Hearn.
Okay.
Yeah, but mostly the last part is really important. It matters not how straight the gate, how charged with punishments the scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. Like that part
It's
is
deep.
the most important portion, like to me.
To you.
So
Then how do you use that, if you don't mind sharing? How do you use that in kind of like in your
just
everyday
to know
life?
that like whatever happens is because you made it happen or you let it happen. So no matter how down or how difficult something may seem, that's something you can use to make yourself better.
Right. So you're in control rather than the situation being in control of you. I like it. Thank you for sharing that. Anyone else? Yes, sir.
It's similar to what she said, but my quote is just, I can do anything I put my mind to.
Yeah, isn't that like yeah, it's simple. I feel like it's an athletic quote as well, okay? And how does that help you?
It just lets me know as long as I put the time and effort and focus, I can do whatever I want.
Okay. Anyone else? These are good. You may have some personal ones that you don't want to share. That's fine, but find something to motivate you, whether it's a quote, whether it's a picture, whether it's a person, your family. That's important, okay? Because we need motivation to do things for life, okay? And then post motivational pictures for yourself. So phone background inside of a textbook, notebook, or journal, computer screen, or on your desk, car dashboard. One thing I learned at a really early age, as a student but also as an athlete, my coach used to tell me that if I wanted to accomplish certain goals, write them down. And I always have 3 to 4 goals. Never write down 20 goals because it's kind of hard and to do all of that at once. But to write down those goals and kind of just stick it up somewhere, like right next to your door. So like subconsciously when you walk past it, every day your brain is processing those goals and you're kind of working towards them subtly, even if you don't really realize it. But always going back to those goals is important too, so that you know kind of where you are. But writing things down is awesome. I do that constantly. When I'm stressed out, when I'm worried, I have a worry sheet and I write down what's worrying me and I kind of forget about it and I just get back to what I'm doing, okay? Writing goals down. Anyone else have any other strategies that they like to use to help them manage stress or goal setting at all? No? Okay, cool. It's all good. And then there's a cool little video, hopefully it works, that I wanted to share. It's about positive affirmation. And all of these videos were working before I got here, so let's see if we can get them to work now. No. I'll try one more time. So the video is not working. Okay. All right, scratch it. Moving on. So some tips. Reducing test anxiety on test day. So arrive to your exam at least 10 minutes early. Get settled. Don't think about the material. Just relax. If you've studied enough, tell yourself that you can do it and just kick back and relax. Don't stress out. Look over an entire exam. Allot yourself a certain amount of time per question. So when you get the exam, kind of look through it, see what's going to happen, and come up with a quick plan in your head of how you're going to accomplish it. Visualize yourself in a more relaxed atmosphere. That's important. Also, I like to visualize myself doing well. So literally when I get an exam and I think I'm going to fail or I'm not going to do well, I visualize in my head. I picture myself answering the questions correctly, getting the exam back, celebrating my success. And the activity that I have you guys doing kind of is a form of visualization that you're going to take away with you today. Deep breathing, progressive muscle relaxation. I'm not that kind of girl, so I don't really like to take deep breaths. I feel like it makes me more anxious. I like to just suck it up, focus, and just visualize myself doing well. And then think positively. Remember your mantra. So whatever quote that is, whomever it is that gets you going, remember them. And then always go with your first instinct. I know a lot of us, especially with like multiple choice questions or like fill in the blank, we think it's one thing and then we erase it and put something else. And we erase it and we put something else just because we're second guessing ourselves. If you're ever in that situation, it's cool. Skip it, put a star next to it, skip it, and come back to it. Okay? Giving yourself time to process it throughout the test and then going back, that's going to help you do better the next time you tackle that question. And go with your first guess, okay? A lot of times we correct ourselves and we are correcting ourselves and filling in the wrong answer. Answer questions worth most amount of points first. That's important. That makes sense. And then skip the hard ones. I do this all the time. I'm in graduate school, and I still do it. It's helpful because it helps me get all the points or the questions that I know that I'm confident about. Then the rest of the time that I have for the test helps me dedicate time to those more difficult questions, okay? Come back to them at the end. Keep focused. Take deep breaths to relax. Take your time. It's not a race. The first one doesn't necessarily get the best grade. So if you're trying to get done fast so that you can look cool in front of your friends, not going to get you the good grade. I typically am always one of the last ones to leave an exam just because I'm going over my work all the time to make sure that I'm filling in the correct answers. And then you can also make silly mistakes, so you want to check over them. And then keep calm. It's just a test. All right, so the second part of this activity is go ahead and flip your papers over. So this is me when I'm relaxed and ready for a test. So I want you to kind of now, with your crayons and markers, you can use words, you can use pictures, symbols, whatever you'd like. Kind of create yourself, draw yourself how you would be when you're in a relaxed situation, when you're prepared for a test. Here's my picture. I'm wearing a nice, cool dress, kind of comfortable and calm, matches with my shoes. My hair's done. I have it up in a ponytail. And like I said, I talk to myself, so I'm telling myself, you got this, Dani, you got this. I'm always telling myself that when I'm kind of nervous. And there's grass growing underneath my feet because I'm outside getting some cool air, helping me prepare. And then I'm ready to go. I have my Michael Kors bag with my pencils, my materials ready to go, and I'm happy, okay? So go ahead. I'll give you about 2 minutes to get started. And then what we're going to do at the end of this is we're going to get up, walk around, and kind of share our before and our afters. All right, you can start. I wish I had some music to play. Be a lot better. As you guys are doing that, I'm coming around with some sheets. Just kind of ignore them for right now, and I'll go over them with you at the end. You could be as detailed as you'd like, and again, if you're not the artist, just go ahead and put down words, phrases. There you go. And visualize yourself preparing. Excuse me. I know you from somewhere. Yeah, I play basketball.
I think we played.
At LA Fitness? Where? At the Lofts? Apartments? Have you played at the Lofts? You played where?
I play all the time.
Maybe at the Rec. I used to play a lot when I first got here.
Yeah, I think we played.
Yeah, I haven't played in a while though. I just had a baby, so I need to get back. Thank you. I need to get back on it. Gotta visualize myself playing. Oops. Cute dress. There you go. You're welcome. Mhm. Okay. Keeping it simple. I see you. Shining bright. Okay. That's what's up. Tell yourself that. Oops, I'm sorry. All right. About another minute. About 30 more seconds. And instead of walking around, I think I'm just going to have a couple of you just get up and kind of let us see your before and after. That way we can get it going. All right, so if you're going to share, I would like for you to stand up and just kind of show us your before and after. It doesn't have to be too long. Just go over it real quick and then let us see it so that we can visualize it for ourselves. Any volunteers? You guys are so excited. Woo! No? I'm not going to pick on you again. It's fine. You look worried. I saw some good ones. The black dress. That was a good one. Come on. I know you're laughing. Yeah, come on. Stand up. Real quick. Or you can just kind of like show it to us. So your before. What does your before look like? Okay, I see some sweaty armpits. Can you elaborate?
Just like, I don't know, just not really dressed, very...
So some jeans. Right, okay. Here, I'll hold it up.
Basic, like, shirt.
I'll hold it up.
Low-key, like, okay, you're gonna hold it up.
Right, she said some tears. I see that. Okay.
Yeah,
Before?
Yeah.
All right, pow, after. Complete 180. Can you tell us about this?
Smiling,
Hair done. Hair done. It's a big difference, isn't it? Okay. And ready to go. You look ready to go. Okay. Anyone else? Anyone else? I'm gonna. This is a good one. I like this one. Purple hair. All right. So you're before.
I don't want to choose more than one color.
It's okay. I know because it's kind of annoying. So we've got the before. Talk to us.
Well, when I'm really stressed, I don't eat because I like freak
Oh,
out.
no.
So I like lose my appetite. And then I have RBF, so I just look angry all the time, and I don't dress well or do my hair. Yeah, and then I just want to sleep.
Neither do I. Okay. Cool. You've covered them all. No appetite. Just want to sleep. Okay. Cool. And then pow, the after. Purple. Talk to us about this.
I'm
Calm.
smiling more, dressed kind of better. I like brush my
Hair
hair.
more put together. Okay, dressed better and smiling. And then the RBF definitely is not there. Awesome. Anyone else? Any other good ones? I see some good ones. I don't want to pick on people, but here we go. Let me see. One more. Somebody who hasn't really shared much. Culprit. All right, I'm going to go over here. All right, so let's see the before. Is this the before? No, this is the before. I can't tell. Okay. You tell me. Okay, sorry. Before. Snappy?
Yeah, very snappy. My hands shake.
Oh, when you're mad?
Yeah. No, nervous.
Oh,
Nervous.
okay.
And I don't dress at all apparently. And I have.
And then is it test info?
Yeah, all the test information. That's the only thing I can think about.
Oh, like you're okay. Got it. You don't even get up and brush your teeth. You're just like test info. Let's go.
Yeah.
No. I'm kidding. But I know what you mean. Okay, and then pow, the after. The sun is shining.
Yeah, I have on. I like to wear shorts. I have coffee.
Okay.
Makes me feel good.
Me too.
I have the textbook, and my
Good.
friends, they're cheering me on.
Yay. And you're smiling.
Yes.
Okay. So as corny as this may seem, as dumb as it may seem, the point of it is visualization. Visualize yourself. Although you may get up and you're nervous and you're worried. Good job, guys, by the way. Kind of tell yourself that you're not. Okay, I really am worried. I'm freaking out 100 miles per hour, but it's cool. I will do well. Talk to yourself. visualize yourself doing well. That's one of the techniques that I use. It's something that we talk about in SARC, positive affirmation, positive visualization, and it is proven to be very useful, okay? So no matter how you use it, you can take this home, put it up on your wall, crumble it up, throw it away. Doesn't matter. The point of it is positive visualization, seeing yourself succeed in no matter in anything that you do, not just academics. Meanwhile, you're a student, it's important to apply it academically. Okay, these are the resources, so you can read that as I'm going through this, but I've handed out 2 different handouts. The first one is the 12 stress busters. This is for you to kind of review little tips to help you with stress, some things that we talked about today. And then the next one is a packet, Overcoming Test Anxiety. If I were you, I would just hole punch it and kind of put it in my binder. Even if you don't look at it right now, you may be super stressed one day and think back, oh, I have that one resource. Let me pull it out, read over it. It may or may not help, but it's one of the tools and one of the resources that we have at SARC. We have tons on other different subjects, but it's super useful. I've provided that with you. And what I like about it too, it has on the inside kind of some ideas on how to use flashcards. A lot of times people just use them for vocab, but they can be used in different ways. And according to the subject, it shows you like different ways to use flashcards. All right, and it has tips and things that we went over. So those are for you to keep. And then I am done. That is all I have, but before you go, I'm gonna have you fill out an evaluation. It should take you about 5 to 10 minutes. If you could just be as honest as possible, we would appreciate it. We really wanna make sure that these workshops are helpful rather than wasteful of your time. So you don't have to put your name on it, just fill it out, and I'm gonna collect those at the door before you leave. Any questions? Go ahead.
Verification that I attended, is there any way to receive that?
If you need verification, when you're done with the evaluation form, come see me,
Okay.
and I will help you out with that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. There's a couple of you. You're welcome. And thank you for joining me today. I appreciate it. And I'll see you on the court somewhere someday. Don't know when or where, but. Thank you for being my guinea pigs, those of you that I kind of chose to talk, to volunteer. Oops, there you go. And you guys can keep your little paper people. You can toss them. You took an L? You were taking L's? Sorry. That's so funny. If you want to give them to me, I'll take them too. I'll take them down to SARC and we'll laugh at you. So it'll be something entertaining for us. And then for the verification. Should I take it off? I want to talk real quick. I need to ask somebody. Mute it.